Ready to fight. Alexandra always going to the most important competition, supporting me and screaming to be stronger, to be faster.
Martin Tlitzis, United States. Last year was a tough year. I got hit by like a tsunami of injuries. Every time I got one, it was like, okay, I'm done. Well, I'll just go paint and be an artist. And then I got the invite, there was no way I was going to say no, even though it went against my training principles. It's hard to say if there's a lesson I could take from it other than saying no, which I'm not going to do. Not for a contest like that.
Hafthor Bjornsson, Iceland. It's been a long journey. Each year has been a battle. 6 podiums, 3 times third and 3 times second. So I'm looking forward to this year's World's Strongest Man, and I can definitely say I am in my best shape of my life right now.
Hafthor Bjornsson from Game of Thrones. He plays the Mountain in that blockbuster show. 6 podium finishes, seeking his first World's Strongest Man title.
How about Kiliashkovsky out of the gate like a rabbit, takes a quick peek over his left shoulder. He's well out in front.
Kiliashkovsky dominating his heat. Crossing the line in first by a wide margin. Shaw finishes in second.
And Shaw's elated because Hafthor had a nice lead on him, but his grip strength failed him and he had to drop it in the middle just now crossing the finish line. That's a costly early mistake for the Icelandic Giant.
So a Hafthor third, the other 2 still out there, including Big Z. And Martin's Tlitzis as well. So Kiliashkovsky makes an early statement in the final, blowing away the field in his heat.
Yeah, he killed it, really attacking this frame right out of the gate, just like he did in the qualifier in the load and carry. He was locked in, focused, and determined, and got it done.
The next 5 athletes are heading to the start line now, where they look eager to start this first event. Let's get to know these 5 athletes in our Tachi Palace Power Profiles.
Mariusz Pudzianowski, Slovenia. I do a lot of competition over the year, but strongman is the most important. All groups are really hard this year. We don't really have bad and good strongmen. They're just good and very good. Biggest thing is to improve. That means you train harder to push you forward.
GF Caron, Canada. I need to compete. It's like a drug for me. When you compete very often like me, stress is going down a lot. Each night I sleep like a baby, then just arrive at the event, I'm ready and I go 100%. I'm like a machine.
Johan Els, South Africa. Always been challenging myself as a kid, trying to pick up heavy stuff. First time I saw World's Strongest Man, I just thought, yeah, I'd love to do that one day. I'm in great shape, obviously a bit heavier than last year, definitely stronger. A lot of people don't actually realize the sacrifices these fellow athletes of mine and myself make. I suppose when you're at your hungriest, you'll always be the most motivated.
Konstantin Janashia, Georgia. I am feeling good. Last year, no good. This year, I am very strong. Maybe I top 3. Georgian Bull.
Robert Oberst, United States. I took about a year off, had the injury. I thought my career was over, and I was like, yes, I'm going to be a stripper for the rest of my life. Botswana 2016. After the load and carry, I was in the medical tent, and I was up for the Hercules hold. In my head, I was just like, I'm going to do this. It may sound cheesy, but I was going to baptize myself with the pain of the event. I wanted to just feel that moment. As soon as they let go of the spotter arms holding up the pillars, my mind just went blank. It was so painful, it was so immersing that I didn't have room for anything else in my head. Probably wasn't the smartest thing, but really none of this is smart. I think doing that is the reason why I'm here today.
And I think Robert Oberst is a one to watch out for. Back from injury with a vengeance and ready to prove himself here in the Philippines.
The frame carry is hard for these strong men, not because it's so heavy, but because all that weight is on those tiny handles, which put a lot of pressure on the hands. But Janashia to the halfway point, turning around before the other competitors have even gotten halfway down the course.
Incredible performance. He's got to get it all the way across, though.
You see him looking at his hands. He might be in some pain there. Brent, every second counts here.
Finally gets it across.